Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the opening bell. I'm Ashley Reeve here with you, and it is an absolute pleasure being with you here this morning. Jules, I see you. AJ Perez, I see you. Before we get started with this session, ladies and gentlemen, remember, all the information we discuss in the video is opinion. Please do not construe that as advice in any way. What a time to be alive and awake and breathing and walking and doing all the things we human beings do, right? And it's also good to have everybody here. I'm seeing Tato there. I'm seeing young Sunny Badu there as well. Reminder, guys, this afternoon at 2 o'clock, please join us in the trading room via YouTube. We want to get busy and we want to go to work, yeah? But let's get into today's session. It's going to be very important for us to know what's happening. I know T gave us a fantastic breakdown on the cryptos yesterday, a bit of updates on the FX here, guys. All right, so bear with the brother. We want to make sure that we get some of these things up and running, yeah? So first and foremost, the US and Japan, they've had a critical minerals deal. President Trump and Japan's Prime Minister Sanai. I'm not going to try and pronounce that all the way for now, all right? They signed a new agreement to secure supplies of rare earths and critical minerals, guys. Obviously, there's a lot of benefits to this, like clean energy, electric vehicles, electronics, and so forth. And why does it really matter? Well, China currently processes 90% of these materials. So obviously, Trump wants a different avenue now. He's trying to reduce the dependency on China. And obviously, guys, this is not only from a business or an economic side. This is in life, all right? Whenever you see a bottleneck somewhere, you're always trying to find perhaps another way to do the same thing, but maybe with better quality or better supplies, whatever the case may be. The point is, Trump is trying to do what he said. He wants to make America great again, and to do that, he's making deals. That's what he said. Australia, the Australian dollar strengthened a little bit, guys, climbing to a near 3-week high. And so we're going to be looking at that in the trading room. We will not be looking at that in the opening bell. But just so you do know, there's a lot of fundamentals out on it. They're looking at that Reserve Bank interest rate cut. And markets are now seeing a 15% chance of that rate cut. All right. Also check out the yen today, guys. We will get into what we're looking at the opening bell. But I think it's important that we know that we are not only trading the technical charts here, we are into fundamentals because they do push the narrative as well. Yeah. So on the charts this morning, you'll see here we've got 3 FX pairs. All right, guys, 3 FX pairs. And at this point in time, we're looking at some correlation, all right, or correlatory moves, if I can put it that way. Now, the dollar is a little bit weaker here, a little bit softer this morning here, guys. And so we want to try and take advantage of that. All right, I'll say it again. The dollar's a little bit weaker here this morning, and we want to try and take a little bit of an advantage. The Federal Reserve is expected to cut those rates by 25 basis points. Sorry, cut the rates by 25 basis points, and that's tomorrow. Okay, so with that being said, that puts us in a position to take these positions here. Now, the USD Swiss franc is the first one that we're looking at, all right? We're looking at some downside here. The only challenge that we are seeing at this point in time is that price will need to break below this area over here. If we can get price breaking below that zone, that's going to be a fantastic time for us to look for some downside, all right? That is one. Then the area that we would look for price to go to. This is an hour time frame, guys, just so you do know. It's an hour time frame. We're looking at price pushing down to that low over there. That's going to be something that we look forward to, 0.78717. However, there is opposition. It's at this high. Okay. Now, as we've discovered, guys, the global economy is in quite a state and condition. And that's due to obviously politics, different economic reports, or at least economic circumstances and conditions. And this is putting, the market in such a way, or at least putting it to us in such a way that, price can really, change on you. And I have so many examples of that, actually, of price just changing on us. Yeah. One of those would be we were looking at the AUD USD going down. We were looking at the NZD USD going down. We were looking at the Euro USD going down. And all three of them went the other way. So we needed to adapt, and we needed to get out of some of those positions, which is something that happens, right? That's why you need to get training, so you can understand why and so forth. So there is a bit of a challenge with the movement. That's why what we are doing now, we are looking at higher time frames where there's a little bit of less noise. Yes, you may wait maybe a day or two, maybe extra, but it's better to wait 2 days for your salary if you are employed that you would have made in 30 days, or if you're making it in a week's time. It all depends what that time is. But let's just say you're waiting 2 days. That can be a phenomenal wait as well. All right. Now, with this being said, you can see there are two areas here. It's that resistance right there. That's 0.79864. And we have a support here at 0.79277. We need to adapt. All right. At this point in time, when you look at the chart regarding the USD Swiss franc, we are below the 50. There is a lot of bears at this point in time. So we are looking for the downside, and that goes exactly the same way with CAD CHF and AUD CHF. We're looking for shorts here, but we are ready to adapt if anything. All right. So you can see that even the RSI at this point in time is showing us a lot of movement to the downside. I mean, look at this specific area here. All right, that's going to be critical for us, guys. It's all lining up at this point, but we do need the break. We need a break beneath this support before we can engage in that. So we're going to wait for it. I will be in the trading room at 2 o'clock, so you'll be able to catch up on this one as well. All right, so that's the USD Swiss franc. We're also looking at the CAD CHF, and it is also stuck between some support and resistance. More specifically, this resistance right there. And you're also seeing that there is a support. Just hold on for me, guys. I just hope that there we go. Right there. So we're looking for price to break either to the upside or the downside. But what's key is that we're anticipating price to push down. If it does, that's going to be a phenomenal drop. That's over 50 points. And if price obviously pushes to the upside, then we are looking for price to go back to roughly around this high here, 0.57344 to finish up. At this point in time, we are looking for sells. It's looking very bearish. There is structure to the upside, but we could get a correction coming down. Obviously, if you go to your higher time frames, you're seeing the structure is more down. Look at that. If you go, even to your daily, look at that. That is a downward structure. So you're seeing even the higher time frames, and we're looking to extract just this area here in from an intraday perspective. The same is happening with the AUD Swiss franc, guys. Now remember, if that cut comes as anticipated, then this gives us a much better indication of where we are at. So right now, price is stuck. We are at this resistance here. That's going to be a very important area over there. And we are also looking at a support zone right over here. That's around 0.51652. So if I zoom out, and let me just contract the chart a little bit here, a little bit further, look at that. So you're going to see that if price does, all right, in one way or another, come down, we will look to exit roughly around this zone right there. And obviously, guys, we're looking at the opposite over there. Obviously, I will cover this. If this does not move during, the opening bell, or at least the morning here, the start of the London session, we're going to be looking at, the latter part of the afternoon to see, and that's at 2 o'clock to see what happens. But right now, these are the three for the opening bell. We are looking for and looking towards trading. All right, we will be covering, the gold and the US 30, and we'll be covering silver and oil, and we'll be looking at some of the major pairs later in the trading room. But for the opening bell, these are the guys. These are the three that we are looking at. We're looking for sells in all three of them, but we need these points to be broken first. Once that's done, then we know we can push forward. All right. But ladies and gentlemen, traders, join me in the trading room. Hopefully this pushes up and we then move forward with these cells. All right. Have a fantastic morning. Once again, USD Swiss franc, USD Swiss franc, and CAD CHF, or CAD Swissy, is looking pretty bearish at this moment in time for the morning. All right, check your fundamentals. I'll see you guys at 2 o'clock via YouTube. Don't miss it. I'll see you then. Ashley Reeve, and I'm signing out. And remember, guys, if you'd like to open up an account with us, please visit www.tdmarkets.com. You can also email us at care@tdmarkets.com. We're looking forward to you. We got our super support team ready and waiting to make sure you guys are well taken care of with the highest level of service. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're here for the very first time ever, welcome to the most trusted broker. I'm not going to say only Africa. Some of you guys already know. Have a fantastic morning, guys. See you guys soon. Ashley Reeve, and I'm signing out. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you.